Two teenagers, free climbing as it's called, on the rocky cliffs above Chatsworth become trapped. We'll tell you how they were saved coming up.
Nonprofit group will take over a vacant animal shelter and run it for the city, but many are crying foul on how the deal went down.
They are graphic, they are jarring, and the creators want these ads to make you think twice about lighting up. Why tobacco companies say the ads aren't fair and what they want to do about it.
Now, this is the Fox 11 Morning News.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Fox 11 Morning. Welcome, Tony.
Well, thank you very much.
Welcome to the Fox 11 Morning News. 5 o'clock, I'm Gia Martirez.
I'm Tony McEwing, Rick Dickert, and Sky Fox with a look at our weather, and it seems as though I'm back in town just in time for a heat up.
Yeah, a couple of days of really hot temperatures. Tony, welcome back. Gene, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everyone. As you're waking up, we're going to see mild temperatures, mostly in the low to mid 60s. Some low clouds and fog, generally near the shore. Later on today, get ready for the hot temperatures. If you're inland across the San Fernando valleys, also towards the Inland Empire, we're going to see temperatures there 100 degrees or above in some of the hot spots. Long Beach, some clouds there early, but later on, we'll see temperatures in the upper 80s away from the coast. Downtown LA should top off at 86 degrees, up from yesterday's high of 80. Average is 84. Tomorrow, I think, will be the hottest of the next 7 days with a high temperature of 88. And not only will it be hot, but it's going to be humid as well. Some subtropical moisture is spreading across Southern California this morning in the flow of air, the clockwise flow of air around that strong upper-level high-pressure system that is built west over Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico. Here's your highs for today: 99 in Encino, 101 in Riverside. I think some of the hot spots out there in the IE will reach 102, maybe even 103. 112 in Palm Springs. Big Bear, 83. Partly cloudy later on this afternoon. Right now, we're not anticipating any thunderstorms. Hesperia, 98. Lancaster, you will top off at 102 degrees, and it's going to be smoggy out there as well. Unhealthful levels of ozone for the San Fernando and Santa Clarita Valley, the San Bernardino Mountains, and the eastern San Bernardino Valley as well. All right, road work, a lot of it working out there on this Wednesday morning. Rick Quintero's details on that and any other incidents working. Hey, Rick.
Hey, thanks a lot, Rick. That's right. Plenty of road work out there. As far as activity, however, it's still looking pretty good. No major activity affecting your drive as far as incidents, crashes, or stalled vehicles. We're going to start you off taking a look at Orange County, or actually the South Bay. The 405 freeway is looking pretty good there. The 710 pockets of slowing there entering and leaving the Long Beach area. Aside from that, the rest of the South Bay is still in pretty good shape. Heading over to the 5 at Zoo Drive, Golden State portion of the 5 freeway through Griffith Park, also in pretty good shape there. And finally in Orange County, taking a look at the Orange Crush, the 22 freeway as you head east towards that 5 freeway. We've got looking pretty good. Typically by this time, a little slow, but right now it's wide open there. Full freeway speeds on most of those freeways. Tony and Jean, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Officer Rick. Fullerton's mayor will be meeting this morning with the father of Kelly Thomas, the homeless man who died after a confrontation with police. It comes after an emotional city council meeting. Rick Lozano is there at Fullerton City Hall with more for us. Hi, Rick.
Well, good morning, Gene, Tony. Good morning, everybody. And the meeting here at Fullerton City Hall last night was to consider the hiring of an outside consultant to investigate the Kelly Thomas incident. But as much as anything, it turned into a shout fest with a packed auditorium voicing its outrage over the handling of this case.
We don't make threats, we make promises.
Packed council chambers and the standing room only crowd of nearly 200 left no doubt that they are not at all pleased with their city leadership. The meeting was to consider a Los Angeles-based consultant who would conduct a thorough review of the Kelly Thomas incident. Thomas died 5 days after a confrontation with Fullerton police, whom witnesses say went too far in subduing him. The council meeting turned chaotic almost from the outset, with angry shouts from residents calling themselves Kelly's Army. Even after order was restored, council members were still very much on the hot seat, getting an earful from residents and from Ron Thomas, Kelly's father.
Why are you still here? We don't want you in Fullerton, man. You need to get the hell out of this city, man. Seriously, you need to go.
Yeah, you do.
Get out of here.
Do something decent and step down.
I came here tonight to offer you an olive branch. But the first thing you do is open your mouth, and I want to grab a baseball bat instead. I swear to God. I want to speak with you in a closed door, one-on-one this week. No baseball bat.
Now, council members did not appreciate that baseball bat comment from Thomas, who is a former deputy sheriff himself. Still, the mayor agreed to meet with Thomas one-on-one here later today. In the end, the council finally signed off on hiring Michael Giannacco. He's a law enforcement consultant who will investigate this case. He'll also conduct a thorough review of the police department's policies and procedures. We're live in Fullerton this morning. Tony and Gene, that's a story from here. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you. President Obama is headed to his old stomping grounds of Illinois today. On day 2 of his economic bus tour through the Midwest, he spoke to farmers and small business owners in Iowa. The president sharing his vision for stimulating the rural economy, but also asking for some help and sending a clear message to Congress.
I don't care whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, an independent, if you're not registered with any party. I want to enlist your help. I need your help sending a message to Congress that it's time to put the politics aside and get something done.
All right, well, you have some Republicans criticizing the president for using taxpayer money to campaign for re-election. The White House says it is strictly business.
Michelle Bachmann, meanwhile, winner of the weekend Iowa straw poll, may be in need of a little history lesson.
Before we get started, let's all say happy birthday to Elvis Presley today. Happy birthday!
Okay, so Bachmann is a big Elvis fan, but apparently she got her dates mixed up, okay, because yesterday was the 34th anniversary of Elvis's death, not his birth. Later, she corrected herself. It is the latest in a series of well-publicized gaffes. Bachmann recently confused actor John Wayne with serial killer John Wayne Gacy. Bachmann spent most of yesterday taking shots at Warren Buffett for wanting to raise taxes on the super rich also.
All right, well, they're not just gross, they're unfair. That is the argument tobacco companies are making in their lawsuit over graphic new cigarette labels. 4 of the 5 largest U.S. tobacco companies filing suit yesterday against the Food and Drug Administration. They say warning labels like these, showing sewn-up corpses of smokers and pictures of diseased lungs, violate their free speech. Big Tobacco wants the labels stopped. The FDA unveiled the labels in June, calling them powerful warnings about the dangers of smoking.
Okay, City of Los Angeles and its stray animals have a new best friend, so to speak. The city is handing over management of one of its animal shelters to a nonprofit group. Bob DeCastro is there at the Northeast Valley Animal Care Center. Who's taking care of the babies now?
Well, I'll tell you in just a second. You know, it is a beautiful animal shelter, I have to tell you. It was built 3 years ago, and it costs, get this, upwards of $20 million through a bond measure, and never fully opened because it costs too much to run, about $3 million a year. It was shut down in August, August the 1st, and now it's going to be reopened because of this new contract. We're telling you about this new partnership that the city now has with the Best Friends of Animals. The city approving this 3-year contract yesterday, and Best Friends says it will invest up to $1 million with no cost to the taxpayer. It does believe it could provide 3,000 adoptions per year and save up to 400 animals a month from euthanasia. Now, not everyone, surprisingly, is happy with this deal. There were critics that said the city failed to reach out to other organizations to try to find the best partner. They are also concerned that this is going to cost city jobs and lower salaries, but this is a done deal, at least for the next 3 years. There's another 2-year option after that, but these public-private partnerships could become a thing of the future. These types of contracts being looked at for other city animal shelters and also the LA Zoo and the Convention Center. That's latest from Mission Hills. Bob DeCastro, Jane and Tony, back to you.
All right, Bob, thanks so much. A Chatsworth Cliff proved more than 2 Simi Valley teenagers could handle. They bit off more than they could chew. Clearly, about 2/3 way up, free climbing the cliff wall. And here's what went wrong and how they were rescued in their own words.
Well, actually, we were all hiking together as a group, but we're heading towards the back of the where there's just boulders, where I usually climb. So I come here a lot. But we got stuck at, we passed this one little crevice, and it looked pretty interesting and easy, and it looked like there's a flat ledge up there. So we're like, all right, should we climb up there? We got stuck and we couldn't move anymore.
We decided halfway up that we couldn't do it, but it was too dangerous to go down, so we thought the only way to get out was going up. We went up further, then we got to a point where we couldn't go anymore.
And as soon as we called the 911, had people caught on the way, I was pretty calm. They were really cool, really nice. They told us exactly what to do. They're like, okay, you're gonna walk down now. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. They're very nice, very relaxed, very calm, and helped me be calm. Yeah.
And they said they're not going to do it again.
They're not going to do it again. They were about 250 feet up, which is a long way to fall. Firefighters who are trained in this type of rescue lowered down the rescuers with special harnesses to help these kids get down. Taxpayers are going to have to foot the bill, and I suspect that their parents are going to have a good talking to with these teenagers.
Well, Rick, they said they won't do it again. And you know what? When I see those kids, I keep thinking, that would have been Rick Dickert. I know it. That would have been Rick Dickert in another day, another time.
No, Rick, would you have done that? Free climbing up a cliff?
I did some crazy stuff as a kid, but we won't get into that. But hey, maybe they were inspired by last month's National Geographic issue. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the climbing in Yosemite that those guys do, the free climbing, unbelievable. All right, the heat today will be the weather story across Southern California. Triple-digit heat in some of those hot spots. Downtown LA right now, 61, very comfortable, but 86 later on, and also a little humid as well. Some subtropical moisture spreading across the area, and the flow of air around this high-pressure system that will be responsible for the heat, not only today but tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow, the hottest day, 88 degrees, very close to the hottest we've been so far this summer. That 89-degree reading earlier in the summer in downtown LA. 84 Friday, we start to cool things off. The onshore flow returns. That trend continues into the weekend. I think the valleys will cool back into the lower 90s as well. We'll see the night and morning clouds and fog, keeping temperatures a little below normal. Back to you guys.
All right, Rick, thanks so much. 5:11 right now.
So you got this guy just hell-bent on destruction. President Obama says that's what we have to fear as the anniversary of 9/11 approaches.
And a close call in Oklahoma as rescuers try to help this man. He spent more than 100 hours perched on top of a radio tower.
Hey, Lisa.
Good morning to you. I'm so excited. Sex and the City. It could be coming back to TV. My favorite. Oh, and usually we report on big endorsement deals where the celebrity is paid to wear clothes. Not so, though, for the situation.